Hey there, fellow bakers. Welcome back to LMOS Kitchen, where we turn your home into the sweetest place on earth. Today, I'm absolutely thrilled to share something close to my heart, the incredible world of classic American cakes that have been bringing families together for generations. If you've ever wondered what makes American baking so special, you're in for a real treat. As someone who spent countless hours perfecting these recipes in my own kitchen, I can tell you that American cakes aren't just desserts. They're edible pieces of history, comfort, and pure joy all rolled into one. From the first bite of a perfectly moist red velvet to the nostalgic sweetness of a homemade funnel cake, these desserts tell the story of American ingenuity and our love affair with all things sweet. Let's start with the crown jewel of American cake-making, red velvet cake. This gorgeous crimson-colored masterpiece has been stealing hearts since the 1920s, and trust me, once you master this recipe, you'll understand why it's remained so beloved. The secret isn't just in that stunning red color, it's in the perfect balance of cocoa, buttermilk, and that tangy cream cheese frosting that makes every bite absolutely divine. What makes red velvet truly special is its incredibly tender crumb. The combination of buttermilk and vinegar creates a chemical reaction that gives the cake its signature velvety texture. When I first attempted this cake years ago, I was amazed at how the acidic ingredients transformed ordinary flour into something magical. The key is using just enough cocoa powder to give it that subtle chocolate flavor without overpowering the delicate vanilla notes. The cream cheese frosting is where many bakers stumble, but I'm here to help you nail it every time. Room temperature cream cheese is absolutely crucial. Cold cream cheese will give you lumps, and honestly, nobody wants that on their beautiful red velvet creation. Whip it until it's perfectly smooth, then gradually add your powdered sugar and vanilla. The result should be creamy, pipeable, and absolutely irresistible. Nothing says American comfort food quite like a towering chocolate layer cake. This isn't just any chocolate cake. We're talking about the kind that makes you close your eyes on the first bite and remember every birthday party from your childhood. The beauty of a classic American chocolate cake lies in its rich, moist crumb and that perfect chocolate flavor that's neither too sweet nor too bitter. The secret ingredient that many home bakers overlook is coffee. Yes, coffee. Just a cup of strong, hot coffee mixed into your batter will intensify the chocolate flavor without making the cake taste like coffee. It's one of those magical baking tricks that transforms a good chocolate cake into an extraordinary one. I learned this from my grandmother, who always had the best chocolate cake at every family gathering. For the frosting, you simply cannot go wrong with classic American chocolate buttercream. Unlike European buttercreams that rely on egg yolks or complicated techniques, American buttercream is beautifully straightforward: butter, powdered sugar, cocoa powder, and a splash of vanilla. It's sweet, it's rich, and it pipes like a dream. The key is beating that butter until it's light and fluffy before adding anything else. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: funnel cake. While most people associate this crispy, powdered, sugar-dusted delight with state fairs and carnivals, funnel cake is actually a wonderful addition to any home baker's repertoire. There's something absolutely magical about creating those beautiful lacy spirals of fried dough right in your own kitchen. The batter for funnel cake is surprisingly simple. It's basically a pancake batter with a slightly thinner consistency. The real art is in the pouring technique. You want to create those characteristic overlapping circles and spirals that give funnel cake its distinctive appearance. Don't worry if your first few attempts look a little wonky. Even imperfect funnel cakes taste absolutely incredible. So the key to perfect funnel cake is oil temperature. If your oil is too hot, your cake will burn on the outside while staying raw in the middle. But if it's too cool, you'll end up with a greasy, heavy mess. Seriously, it's worth investing in a good candy thermometer and keeping that oil steady at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. When you nail the temperature, you'll get golden, crispy funnel cake that's light and airy on the inside. Carrot cake might seem like an unusual choice for a list of beloved American cakes, but hear me out. This spiced, moist masterpiece perfectly embodies the American spirit of taking something unexpected, vegetables, and turning it into pure dessert magic. The first time I made carrot cake, I was honestly skeptical about how carrots could possibly make a cake better. But, one bite later, I was completely converted. The magic of carrot cake lies in how the grated carrots add incredible moisture and a subtle sweetness that just complements the warm spices perfectly. Cinnamon, nutmeg, and sometimes even a touch of ginger create this beautiful aromatic cake that smells like comfort itself while it's baking. The carrots also give the cake this gorgeous, tender texture that's completely unique. And then there's the cream cheese frosting. Yes, the same glorious frosting we use on red velvet cake. The tangy cream cheese pairs beautifully with the sweet spiced cake, creating this perfect balance that makes carrot cake absolutely irresistible. Many bakers like to add chopped pecans or walnuts to the frosting, which adds this wonderful textural contrast. Despite its name, Boston cream pie is actually a cake, and it's absolutely spectacular. This New England classic consists of 2 layers of sponge cake filled with vanilla pastry cream and topped with chocolate glaze. It might sound intimidating, but I promise you it's completely achievable in your home kitchen. The sponge cake is light and airy, providing the perfect base for that luscious pastry cream filling. Making pastry cream from scratch might seem daunting, but it's really just a matter of patience and gentle heat. The key is tempering your eggs properly and whisking constantly to prevent any lumps from forming. When done right, pastry cream is silky, vanilla-scented heaven. The chocolate glaze on top is the perfect finishing touch. It should be glossy and smooth, draping over the cake like a chocolate blanket. The combination of textures and flavors in Boston cream pie is absolutely divine. The light cake, the creamy filling, and that rich chocolate topping create something truly special. Sometimes the most beloved recipes are the simplest ones, and pound cake is the perfect example. Originally made with a pound each of butter, sugar, eggs, and flour, modern pound cake recipes have been refined for better texture and flavor while maintaining that dense, buttery goodness that makes pound cake so satisfying. The beauty of pound cake is its versatility. It's absolutely delicious on its own, but it also serves as the perfect base for fresh berries and whipped cream. Or it can be toasted and served with ice cream. I love making pound cake because it keeps beautifully and actually gets better after a day or two as the flavors meld together. The key to perfect pound cake is proper creaming. You want to beat that butter and sugar together until the mixture is light, fluffy, and nearly white. This creates the tender crumb that makes pound cake so special. Don't rush this step. It's the foundation of great pound cake. These classic American cakes represent more than just recipes. They're traditions, memories, and the sweet rewards of time spent in the kitchen. Each one tells a story about American baking culture and our love for creating something beautiful and delicious from simple ingredients. I hope this guide inspires you to try these wonderful recipes in your own kitchen. Remember, baking is a journey, and every cake you make teaches you something new. Don't be afraid to experiment, and don't worry if your first attempts aren't perfect. Even imperfect homemade cake is infinitely better than anything you can buy. If you found this guide helpful, I'd love for you to subscribe to LMOS Kitchen for more delicious recipes and baking tips. Share this article with fellow baking enthusiasts, and let me know in the comments which American cake you're planning to tackle first. Happy baking, and remember, your kitchen is where the magic happens.